Today on the podcast, we have Tyler Morris. Oh, shit. All right. So anyways, should have figured out how to turn this shit off. So anyways, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Scottsdale on the Rocks.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. Good to have you. And we know we've seen you on Eric Bernell's show, and we thought it'd be great to bring you on. So welcome to finally coming to Scottsdale on the Rocks. So anyways, we're here with Yossi.
What up?
How do you guys know each other?
So,
Is it a good story?
I actually really love this because Tyler broke my fucking heart.
Within 2 weeks of me
Really?
moving to Scottsdale.
Still such a piece of shit
On
for that. I'll
Christmas
never
Day.
Christmas Day, I thought like, oh, okay, like this will be nice.
Christmas Day.
I could boo up with someone. Yeah, 2 days before my birthday, by the way.
Oh,
Shit.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Louis brings Tyler over, and Tyler had just moved here from.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you move here from?
Bakersfield. California.
Bakersfield.
Yeah.
And Tyler moved here from Bakersfield, and Louis brought her over. We had I think I had an after party, but like.
No, it was literally just me, you, and Louis.
So.
All right, so continue.
So us three were at my house. We're getting even more fucked up, and at one point we just all end up in my room. I don't really know, like. I start to black in and out. Don't remember.
I was
much.
already blacked out by this point.
And Louis was playing fucking Cupid the whole time because I said,
Oh, she was trying to hook you guys up?
well, yeah. I was like, I like that one, and she was like, okay. And it was again cuffing season, so I was like, all right, it'd be nice to do some Christmassy shit with someone.
It was Christmas Day. What else? What
yeah.
other?
There was
Literally.
like so.
At like 2 a.m.
So
technically.
I'm crushing hard as fuck on Tyler, okay? And like I didn't even know like how to act or what to do. I'm pretty sure at some point we kissed, whatever, and then we all passed the fuck out just drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning next day, and I dropped them off at HiFi, and I kiss her when she's getting out of my car, and I'm like, we should go to dinner sometime. She's like, absolutely. Like, and it looked like an absolutely. It looked like a real absolutely.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was not. I got left on red.
Oh, shit.
I got left on red several times, and then I realized she probably just likes black dudes.
Well, okay. Well.
All right, tell us the real story.
True.
Tell us the real story.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, I was already, I was blacked out by the time we even met up with you. Like, I barely even remembered really, like, how we ended up leaving. I think Louis literally dragged me out of the club by my hair. Like, I was hammered. I threw up at your house. So I'm sure that was really cute.
Yeah, we made out after that. That was tasty.
Was it actually?
It was so tasty.
I don't even remember kissing. If I'm gonna be honest. I literally, was it actually after? That's disgusting.
It was after, yeah.
That's really gross.
I think
Why would you want to kiss me after that?
I was also fucked up and I wanted to kiss you, so I don't think a little throw up bothered me.
Okay, valid.
I
Yeah.
think maybe you could have thrown up in my mouth at that point.
It shows a little bit more.
God, ew.
Ready to take that risk.
We were doing whippets. That was the first time I ever tried to whip it.
It was one of those nights.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it was bad. Yeah, and then I woke up. I fell asleep on the beanbag. And I woke up on the beanbag and I was like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, you woke up on the beanbag and I woke up next to Louis snoring in my fucking face.
Yeah,
It's just
that
like, all right,
sounds about right.
This is the wrong situation that happened, but okay.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I had just moved here. So I wasn't really looking to be like booed up. Right. I had literally been living here for like 2 weeks at that point.
Yeah, no.
So to be fair.
Where are you from or what?
Bakersfield, California.
Bakersfield.
Originally, yeah.
How do you like Scottsdale compared to Bakersfield?
Much better. Yeah. There's not shit to do in Bakersfield. It's just a shithole. Like,
really?
And I was
Is it like
there.
farm or is it like flat? Is it city? What is it?
It's like kind of, I mean, there's a lot of like, it's known for agriculture, so there's a lot of like farming there, but it's not like all just like farms. Like, I would say it's kind of like suburban. I don't know. It's not as small as people think it is, but it's like a small town feel. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And I had been there my whole life, so I was like ready to get. I didn't leave for college. I went to college out there, so I was ready to get the fuck up out of there and try something new.
There's a fucking college out there?
Yeah,
Dude,
Cal State Bakersfield.
I literally drive, like that was our thing. Like we would stop through
Yeah, that's
Bakersfield
exactly
going to
what it
Vegas.
is.
Like that's
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah, that's
stop
what
city.
Bakersfield is. It's you drive through it to get anywhere you actually want to go to. Like it's literally like it's almost like it's referred to as the armpit of California for a reason. So yeah, that's my hometown.
Sounds like a fun place.
Yeah. So yeah, I like it here much better. It was like a whole new world coming out here because like there was no nightlife scene in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
I was doing bottle service out there for 2 years before I moved here, but there's like two clubs in the whole place.
So what was bottle service out there? Was it like a Hennessy or like a Crown or something?
Yeah, it was not like I had no idea coming out here. It was like a whole industry of nightlife, and like champagne is like the big selling point. Like out there, it was like, Hennessy, 1942, like tequila obviously is big seller anywhere. But like, yeah, it was not, people would throw ones in the club and like, that was like how we made most of our tips. Like it was like one of those kind of.
Wow.
Do you feel like Scottsdale changed you at all?
I do, but not in ways that like, I'm trying to think of how to like, I feel like people.
I can agree with that. I've seen her not turn into a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Where I've literally seen, like, I've seen it all, dude.
Yeah.
And she's a very rare breed.
I feel like there's a cycle, like the people that come in here like brand new and then they go through the bottle service industry.
Yeah,
and like,
I think I would say the nightlife industry out here has changed me in the sense of like, I used to be so like timid and like a pushover, and like I didn't have like, I would just let people bump into me and like whatever.
Yeah.
In terms
You're,
of that,
sorry.
I'm way more like,
You're
I don't have any patience with anybody anymore, like at all. And I'm very like more stern, and like I have more boundaries, I would say now for myself, which is like, so I feel like I've changed in good ways in that sense, but not in the sense of like, I'm still the same person that I was when I moved here. I'm not stuck up. I'm not like, I don't want to act like I'm better than anybody because I fucking work in nightlife in Scottsdale.
She
like,
still doesn't want to go on a date with me.
God.
It hasn't
someday,
changed at all.
20 years.
Hasn't changed at all, dude.
I'm anti-men right now, so.
Of course you are.
I am.
Get in line.
Scottsdale. That's Scottsdale.
It's not
man.
a lie at all.
She's actually dating Conor McGregor. By the way. No, so anyways, was it like last weekend or something?
It was St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Weekend,
I see her with a big old like cutout of
I stole the
Conor
the
McGregor.
cutout, one of the two
I
cutouts
was wondering
at
what
Hefe.
the story was behind that.
Yeah,
Everybody was sticking things in his mouth.
Yeah. So me, when I get drunk, I just let my intrusive thoughts take over, and I also become a kleptomaniac. And
She's literally
so
just taking this
I
thing like, to
decided,
the bar, like everything.
No, I walked in, I saw it, and I go, I want that. And so I grabbed it, I picked it up, was walking around with it, and then I was like, you know what? This is just a lot to carry. Let me just rip the head off and take that instead. And so then I had the bright idea to cut a hole in the mouth, and then to also get a pen and let people sign the head.
Yeah.
And then I carried that around with me. And then I'll have to show you the video of how that ended up. I ended up.
At one point, she was sitting on the head.
Oh yeah, I have a video of that. Yeah,
Nice.
it was an interesting day for sure.
You are a fucking klepto when you're drunk.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, she stole my glasses and shit. Yeah, she just like walked.
I forgot about that. That was the first night I did shrooms. That was the wee woo car night.
Yep. Her, Sailor, who else was with us? Louis? Was Louis
No,
with
it
us?
was Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They just came over and they went into my closet. They didn't even, like, we didn't even stop in the living room. So there's 3 stories.
We decided we wanted to get comfy.
Me and Kyle sat in the living room and like we went to go get drinks and like chill in the living room, and they just went straight up to my fucking room, dude. Didn't say a word to anyone, just went into the closet like it was fucking Zara shopping.
Think about wearing all this shit.
And I actually kept that shirt for like 6 months after that. I wore it twice
she had
out.
a one-of-one shirt that
Yeah.
was made by this guy that's a good friend of mine from Vegas. And no one else had this shirt, man. And I'm telling you, it's a fucking nice ass shirt.
She
It was
chose
a dope-ass
wisely.
shirt.
It's a sick shirt.
No, I did. I saw it and I was like, I want that.
Didn't give it back to me.
Yes, I
She
did.
actually-
Yes, I did.
Yeah, eventually.
I wore it twice before I gave it
She
back.
posted a fucking
I
picture
worked
with
to
it
the Drake
before I
concert.
posted
So
a
you had-
picture with
I
it.
worked to the Drake concert.
I see. She took care of it. She like took care of it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I
babysat it for a
styled
while.
it well. Like, I made it look good. So
I could have gotten a tag at least.
I think I tagged the
Compliments
brand.
of.
I found the
seriously.
brand's Instagram though, and I tagged the brand. I mean, it's not your brand. What do I need to tag you for?
Because it's my
I
fucking
don't know, this
shirt.
guy always promotes brands,
No,
but
seriously, I
never gets
literally-
anything out of it.
Exactly. Fuck you all if you're watching this. Pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Like, I'm not going to mention shit today.
If you need something marketed for free, come to Yossi.
Yeah.
That's usually the case.
Get me drunk enough and I'll do anything, pretty much.
Yeah, but anyways, what do you guys think of the whole Conor McGregor thing? Did you see he did that Roadhouse, whatever,
Yes.
right? And I guess he went to the Roadhouse, like, the first viewing or something, and, like, was messed up or something.
Oh,
Did
he
you
did.
see
I
that video?
didn't know that he was fucked up when he went to the.
Well, everyone thinks he's on cocaine now because he kept on, like, doing all kinds of weird, like, little ticks and all kinds
He's
of
a
stuff.
fucking sociopath. Which, by the way, did you watch the movie or no?
No, I don't follow him. Like, I don't follow any of his anything
So he
at
did
all.
he did a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal called Roadhouse, where Jake
Mm-hmm.
Gyllenhaal is like it's a fighter, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Was that the premiere that like just happened?
yeah.
Okay.
Just recent.
So this is actually fucking hilarious, and if you haven't seen this, go watch this. Like it's okay, and watch the clip and pay attention to the clip of Conor McGregor's first introduction scene. Okay,
Where he's on the phone?
Where he's like coming in, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything's on fire and shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to God, shout out Drew Young. It's literally you, bro. Like it's literally you. He's like,
He does kind of have a Drew Young
like,
attitude.
fucking, you know, he has the biggest grin on his face, like he's ready to fuck
I
shit
can
up.
picture
Like,
that.
let's go. No, I could totally see him tweaking at the premiere.
Yeah, he was. And anyways, Jake Gyllenhaal was like looking at him, and you could tell he's like doing all these twitches every 2 seconds, or whatever, as he's like just saying a simple sentence. And Jake Gyllenhaal's just trying to keep it cool, you know, like it's a normal interview. But yeah, it came out on social media. There's all kinds of clips. People are concerned about him. They're like, oh, he can't fight in UFC anymore because of this.
Oh
and,
my God.
And, oh my God, it was dramatic. But yeah, just funny stuff.
Okay, wait, Tyler. So tell us more about your industry life now. How do you like nightlife? How do you like working in nightlife? Do you think, is there anything, what's the most fucked up thing that you've experienced and the best part about it? Let's just get positive and negative.
Okay. Well, I was in bottle service for like 4 years total, and I just recently switched to bartending. So I prefer bartending. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think that for me, at least, like, I don't think I was ever very good at bottle service because I'm just not like, I don't like the idea of robbing people. And like,
You feel less bad?
yeah, I don't know. Like, I just could never be the one to like, I don't know, be like, oh, you're going to do this, or you're going to buy this, or you're going to do this. Like, it's their money. And if they don't want to buy that, I just was like, okay. Like, I don't know. I was just never very good at like
You're not a salesman.
pushing
You're
people
not a
like that.
saleswoman.
Not really, no. Or just not in that sense. Like, I don't know. There was like certain tables, if I could tell that like they were willing to spend, of course I'm going to run it up, like whatever, because like they were like made it very clear. But if it was like clear that they were not like trying to spend that much money, because then it's like at the end of the day, that's only going to come back on the club and come back on the server. If they don't end up, they charge it back. They say that they didn't want this, like whatever. So I don't know.
Is that a problem? Right, like, do people actually charge it back? Really?
Yes, all the fucking time.
Like, have you had
I wonder if people just get so hammered they just forget.
I never have, but I mean, they would tell us like we would have to. I mean, obviously, like the banks want proof, like if that person was there, like whatever. And so, like as far as receipts, like we would have to like have records of the receipts and everything. And so, yeah, if we would get texts personally as servers all the time, if someone was trying to charge something back, because we had to have proof that they were there. So if we have a signed tab, like, or any other, like whatever, that's like, we would have to provide that. And that would happen all the fucking time.
Sure.
I mean, people would charge back too, you know what I mean? Tabs, like 30, 40, 50K tabs.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like huge, because they are fucked up and in the moment.
I wonder what their
like,
excuse was, like, because they have documents in the bank, and they're like, oh,
right.
too much tequila or something.
Like,
yeah.
I was taken advantage of.
Yeah.
That's the number one excuse.
I
don't remember. I was out of my mind, or I was taken advantage
there was
of.
this.
I was drugged.
There was this. You ever watch American Greed?
Yeah, I think so.
But,
a long time ago.
So in Miami, there was like a bottle. There was like a bottle, like some girls that would go out or whatever, and they would take these guys to like different clubs that they would get a percentage of or whatever, right? So they'd go to like a strip club. They'd like spend so much money at the strip club, then they would take them to like art galleries and like buy fake art and all that, like run up their tab like crazy, like at all these different places. It was like something nuts, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like in a night, like a person's like credit cards and max out every single possible thing.
Damn.
And these people would try to back charge it, and it was this crazy like scam, but they were buying like fake art, which
That's
is just
hilarious.
ridiculous.
I watched while you were on this topic, I watched Hustlers last night.
Oh,
you
yeah.
watched that movie?
That's very similar.
I've never seen it.
What?
I need to watch it.
With J-Lo?
Yeah.
Great
I need to
movie,
watch
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Shout out J-Lo, you fucking fire.
I think that's what this movie was based off.
Yeah, dude, it's a great movie, dude. And like, it was just crazy to see because I hadn't seen it in forever. I watched it and I instantly thought of like nightlife out here. I was like, holy shit. It's
pretty similar.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. I mean, it's literally about like a gang of girls. It's like a cult, and they go from being like strippers to like quitting working at the strip club to like drugging guys and like
so they could take more.
Like just like running up their cards and like just drugging them.
Yeah, so they just get them so drunk, put them in the VIP room, say that they like charge up their tab, bottle service, like everything.
Say that they did a bunch of shit, and then they wouldn't do anything. They just run up the card. But I mean, I'm assuming that's not what's happening here. Tyler's not out here robbing you. No, she stayed true to herself.
No, that's like
She's
next level.
That's next level. Shout out Louis Bruno. You know who you are. You know who you are.
She's always trying to sell someone on something.
I love you.
I remember when I first came into town, Louis was like trying to like get me every time. She's like, "Oh, do you want a bottle of Dom?" Like, hell no. Every single time until finally she realized I was like, "He's not buying a bottle of Dom."
Dude, I'll still get like I know that managers tell their servers to like DM guys. And it's so funny. I'll look at my inbox, like my general box, the inbox or whatever, the unread ones. And it'll just be like new girls that start at Bottle or HiFi.
That's how you can
do that. Like don't know.
And that don't know who I am too. And they're just like, hey, like you should come in and like book a table for waste management with me.
Give you a free bottle for your birthday.
And like I'll just go with it. And I'll just be like, yeah, totally. Like,
no, I remember when I first like came out here, the first like month or two, this guy was like DMing me on Instagram all the time. He was like, how much is the table? How much is the table? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, obviously trying to get him booked. And he booked a table like 3 different times and didn't show up. And then I finally was just like realizing he was just saying he was going to book a table to continue to be able to talk to me because I was entertaining it because I wanted him to come in. Like, and that's like one thing I do not miss about bottle service too is that like at least with bartending, I get to go to work, do my job, make my money, and leave and not have to think.
So you don't have to worry about all that stuff.
No, like with bottle service, you have like homework basically. Like you don't ever get to like not be in that mindset because you're constantly like, oh, I need to go to a dinner or I need to go find a table to book. I don't know, like messaging people constantly. It's you don't ever get to just like check out really because you have to constantly.
I didn't realize it was that much of a job. Like they have to like make appearances to their outings. They have to like text messages.
I still have to go to outings, which I don't mind those because I'm not like, it's not like I'm going to the outings to like find a table to book. Like I'm I mean, just not get to go. Sometimes I don't want to be there, but like I go and it's like it's not the worst thing in the world to have to just sit in the club like.
So is that those outings? Is that like a requirement?
Yeah,
or
they're mandatory.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're mandatory. You don't. I mean, if you have a good excuse, you don't have to go. But at the end of the day, like if you're just not going, your schedule is going to reflect that. Yeah.
I mean, you're only working 12 hours a week,
right?
Really. Like it's not that much. And here's my take on outings. And I always thought I never complained about it because I knew when I worked in the industry as just kind of a manager, when I worked at Riot and all the other venues I ever worked at, when I would go to outings, it was like, all right, dope. Like, this is my fucking day to socialize. Like, you shouldn't be in the industry if you're not a sociable person.
Right.
Or if you don't intend on being a sociable person. Or dealing with these people. Like people.
I think it gets to a point because I felt the same, like when I actually liked the outings when I first came out here because I just thought it was fun and it was like obviously I didn't know anybody so it was like fun.
Yeah,
like
it's good to meet people.
I'm going there and like getting free alcohol and like I'm required to sit in the club. Oh, poor me. Like no, I
hate to be having fun right now.
Right. And that was always my thing too is like I would go and I would see other girls just sitting there and looking miserable and I'd be like what is so bad? Like, but now
you usually see people on their cell phones, like all pissed off.
Yeah, well, I am now that girl, so I can't really talk but I also have a full-time job. So going to them, I'm kind of sitting there, and if you're not drinking or like you're not in the mood or you have something else going on in life and you just don't want to be in the club, like I get it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day too, it's like it's not the worst thing in the world to go say like your life is not that bad that you're sitting in the club. Like
this is true. What days? Is it usually like in the middle of the week? Is it during the weekends or what is it?
Sometimes we have them on like every other Wednesday. We've been doing bingo and they'll have us do an outing for that, which I actually like those outings because literally like they're requiring us to go and we just go and play bingo and like drink and like it's fun. But we usually have them every Sunday. We will have like 2 on Sunday, like back to back.
Sweet.
But yeah, it's a lot. But
I'm really curious. What's the weirdest interaction you've had with a man here in Scottsdale?
With a man, I'm trying to think.
Let's
do
both.
Let's
do like.
Is it a thing?
Give me like something fucking weird from a guy, and then maybe like some beef you had with a girl for like some stupid.
Oh
beef.
yeah.
Yeah, you look like
Okay.
the type to scrap.
No, I've never been in a fight. I've never been in a fight.
No, but I feel like you could smack the shit out of someone if you had to.
You think Tyler could fight?
I've never. I'm so non-confrontational.
No.
It's like I do not like confrontation at all.
I mean, if I looked at Tyler and I was a girl, I wouldn't fight her. Yeah, no fucking
I'm
way.
too pretty to
If
fight.
no, because like you would look at her face and you'd just be like, yeah, no, that bitch. She
could fight.
She's gonna stab me. No, it's like
Oh
she
my
won't even.
God.
She won't
No,
even try to fight.
I fight with words.
Yeah,
It's like Lacey. Like, I feel like she would fight.
Lacey will throw
yeah.
fucking fists, bro.
I know.
No, yeah. So give me an example of like some weird shit that happened with a guy here, maybe an Uber. I don't know. Have you ever been in a weird Uber situation? I feel like a lot of people.
Sure, I have. I feel like there's just like everything kind of just meshes together that I can't even like remember like specific weird shit happens
probably
all the
blurs
time,
every
and
single
yeah,
night.
it does. Like everything just blurs into one big everything. But
One
I don't
big
know.
Scottsdale
yeah,
melting pot.
literally. I don't know. I feel like weird shit kind of just happens all the time. That there's not like one thing I could think of that a guy has done. I don't know. I'm sure that there is. I can't think of anything off the top of my head though. There's been weird things with girls actually.
Really?
Yeah, like girls will ask me to touch my ass all the time.
What the hell?
That's like weird to
Do
me.
you say yes?
I mean, I don't know what to say, so I'm
So you
like,
say yes?
okay,
So
like
you-
I don't
So
know.
you said yes.
So you said yes.
yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Anyway, no, but one
But
time
you
when I
wouldn't
was
go
working,
to dinner with me, and you said yes.
Oh
to
my
random
God.
girls touching your ass.
Okay.
Continue.
Next. Anyway, no, one time
Now
I
we
was
know.
one time I was in the bathroom when I was working in bottle service, and I was washing my hands, and I look over and this girl's literally just squeezing her breast milk into the sink. That was one of the weirdest
What
things that I've
the
seen. I swear to God. And she made some kind of comment, and it
Maybe
was
she was
like
making
I
a
didn't know
drink.
what to do. She's like, I didn't bring my cup, or like I don't know. It was just like literally like talking to me, like having a conversation with me as her whole tit is
Dude,
out
that's
just
hilarious.
squeezing her breast milk into the sink, and I'm just like, I was so uncomfortable, and I like didn't know what to. I'm like, I mean,
You know, they make slippery
okay,
nipples at
like-
HiFi.
That's fucking wild.
but yeah, that was weird. That was weird for sure. Another time,
is
this
pretty fucking
girl peed in the hallway,
Oh my god.
and then we couldn't figure out who it was that peed because the bathroom attendant said like this girl in a striped shirt or something. So we're like looking all over the club for this girl in the striped shirt because
Where's
we're like
Waldo?
obviously no, my manager was calling her the pee-pee bandit. That was what he was calling her. And so we were looking on the mic. He's like, we need to find the pee-pee bandit. And so we're like looking all over for this girl in a striped shirt. Finally,
They found her.
We found her. She's literally she's butt ass naked in the bathroom
oh
stall.
my god.
Butt ass naked, and then we finally get her out, and we're like, "We got the pee-pee bandit! We got the pee-pee bandit!" And so that was a wild one too.
Just squatted in the middle of the hallway.
Just
and took a
like
piss?
I guess no one saw it like actually
Dude, a
happen.
lot of people
but
like
the
to-
bathroom attendant like knew. I don't know if she just couldn't make it or what.
A lot
That's
of
impressive.
people, a lot of people like to pee at Hefe, just on the floor. Apparently,
Really?
Yeah, no.
That face smells.
I see people like with their pee, like they peed in their pants. I've
No,
seen
no,
that, like
like,
a frequent time. Like,
What was
a
it?
couple
Waste
times.
management. Someone peed in like on the bucket or in the bucket
Wait,
or something.
what?
Do you not remember?
I wasn't at Hefe for waste management this year,
not
at
this
least.
past waste management. I think
One
it was
before that. I was there for 2 of them
I don't
before
remember,
that, but I don't remember.
Louis and Kira had a situation where their table, this guy just like peed.
You know
like,
what? I
ripped his
actually
dick
do
out
remember him.
and,
I
like,
remember them talking about that. I don't know
my
if I was
God.
there that night though.
and peed in the fucking ice bucket or some shit and like
That's,
all over the floor.
I actually do remember that. I remember them
Just, like,
talking about
peeing
it.
everywhere.
But waste
I
management
wasn't
has
there,
those lines,
though.
you know, unless you have like the.
Bro, that's fucking insane to me.
fucking crazy. That is wild.
Like, why don't those people go to jail?
Well, what could they do? I don't know. What would they do? Like property damage or what?
Listen,
Is that
I
what it
could-
would
Well,
be?
and like public indecency, I would assume.
Yeah,
I
I
could
guess.
breathe in the wrong direction and they'll arrest me, dude.
I know.
I have to go get a haircut every 7 days so they don't stop me at the airport.
I feel like I don't see very many cops there in Old Town compared to like other
Really?
cities. Like in older cities, there's like cops everywhere. In Scottsdale, it's like once in a while, like by the W or something. But do you ever see them like walk in front of HiFi or anything?
Yeah, I feel
Really?
like every weekend there are, well, there's like the bike cops that are just always out in Old
Oh,
Town,
yeah,
but like
I
I mean
guess.
on the weekends, not necessarily on the weekdays, but yeah, I feel like I see them all the time.
Yeah.
I've seen like cars just like they'll pull people over for driving on the wrong direction on that one street,
Oh,
like
yeah,
right
yeah.
in the middle of Old Town. And one time I remember this car was driving in the wrong direction, so the cops were like stopping them. They had their doors open, like somebody, like the guy was trying to get out, and they were like, no, like don't
Stay
get
in the
out.
car.
And the guy that they were talking to, they fully just like, I don't know if they just like agreed, okay, we're taking off, but they just shut the doors and took off, like almost hit a bunch of people in the street. And I just stood there and I was like, did I just actually witness
Maybe that's
that? Like,
well, it's good that they actually started closing it now, like most of the time. But yeah, because that could get
well,
dangerous.
I think because this was before they put those like silver like
Yeah,
pillars,
yeah,
but like that
yeah.
couldn't happen now. But that no, that car fully just booked it. Literally ran like the cones that were there, ran through all the cones. There were people walking in the street. Like I don't know how they didn't hit somebody.
Yeah, no, some crazy shit.
It's Yossi.
My bad. That's my favorite parking spot too.
I know that spot that they put the balls in your
Oh
car.
my god, I forgot about that.
Fuck me. Fuck you, Sam. Big fuck you to Samo.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that must have
thank
been a pain in the ass.
Bro, I'm not kidding. I swear to God, I still find balls in the car.
I
Like
bet.
it's been months. It's been months. I'll like slam on my brake a little too hard, and balls will just.
Ball just comes out.
Well, I saw him. It was like
Slide
3
out.
big boxes. I don't even know
Bro,
where these came from.
It was. I
That's
think.
so
I think it was
fucking
1,000
funny.
balls.
Yeah, it was a
something
lot.
Like
Didn't he
that.
just like order them on Amazon or
Yeah.
something?
He had this fucking plan,
That's
dude, because he
fucking
knew
hilarious.
because he knew on Sundays like I would
remember
drive
that day.
and I leave the top down, and like I would leave the top down. Sure
Yeah.
enough, one day he's like, I'm gonna fuck him up, and then my thought for revenge was I'm going to cover all of his windows with Vaseline. Like
you or
all
no?
of his windows. No, so I was about to, and then he texted a detail. Like I texted him saying you're fucked, and then he texted me back in a group chat with the guy that details cars and detailed my car, and he paid like a lot of money for a detail. And he said in the group chat, hey, like immediately when I said you're fucked, I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah.
Immediately he was like, hey man, please take care of Yossi. Like I did this to his car, and like sent him the video, like just make sure he gets like taken care of and you clean.
So he's
everything
nice.
up. So yeah. And so when he said that to the guy was like, okay, cool. And then I was about to say, fuck you, no. And then he's like, and then threaded someone else into the chat and said, if Yossi does anything to my car, you're towing his car. Here's his here's his plate. And I was just like,
no.
it's like, Sam, fuck you, dude.
Damn,
like,
he made sure there was like there was collateral.
Yeah, 100%. So I didn't get to put Vaseline on his car,
Damn.
but who knows? Maybe it'll happen in the near future.
Maybe egg it. I don't know.
Sorry, buddy.
You heard it here first.
So tell us about this Eric Bernell show. Like what do you guys talk about?
Yeah, we kind of just, I mean, random shit, really. I didn't really mean to become like a permanent part of it. It kind of just happened.
There's like, come on.
Yeah, well, I was his first guest that he
Yeah.
had when he first started the podcast, like a year ago, actually, around this time. And then he had me as a returning guest in like October of last year. And then he kind of just started having, when he would have other guests, he just kind of wanted there to be like background noise or like laughter or whatever. So then he just started inviting me to like go and like sit in on the podcast and just like watch and
You're
like
doing sound
be
effects in the
like,
background?
yeah, pretty much. And then it became, I had my own like, what am I trying to say? Like my own little part of the show. I would ask them a question or whatever.
Yeah.
It was called Tyler Talks. So I had my own little segment. That's what I was trying to
Nice.
say. My own little segment. And then it was, okay, now we want you to be on the camera. And then it became, okay, now you're the co-host. So yeah, so I kind of just like gradually became, but like I kind of had to take a step back because I have 2 jobs and I'm just busy and it's just a lot. So I haven't been on every episode lately. Actually, there's supposed to be one coming out today that is going to be probably getting me in trouble. It's definitely, I overshared just a tad.
Oh
I
my God.
had a little bit too much to drink.
With Yossi, every single thing he says, oh, you got to take this off. You got to take this off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
oh my
I
God,
made
come
them
on,
send
man.
me. I never have them send me the audio before, but for this one, for
Just
specifically
in
what I
case.
was talking about, I was like, send me that fucking audio so I can listen to it. I didn't have them cut anything out because I didn't say like, well, I didn't say anything to where anyone would know who I was talking about.
Yeah.
But what I was talking about is not.
I want to hear some unhinged shit.
Okay, well,
Let's hear it.
let me drink up.
I actually just realized your necklace. It's like a bunch of little watches. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that
Yeah, it's a
before.
1 of 1.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this shop on, I think it's Depop. Cheers.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, this girl on Depop like makes them custom, like 1 of 1.
Nice. That's pretty sweet. So when did you come into Scottsdale anyways?
So it was December of 2021.
Okay.
So it's been a little over
yeah.
2 years now. Yeah.
Right after the COVID stuff then. So
yeah.
you got it when it was coming back up, right? And then
Yeah, I think it was Well, it was right after HiFi remodeled. I think that year, like 2021 was like a good year. And then, like 2022 was like a big year in Old Town because it was like the first year that people were more willing to travel to Scottsdale to go out. And it was a good year that year. But yeah, I started in bottle service in Bakersfield right before COVID hit. And then obviously I like went back into it. Bakersfield didn't have a whole lot of restrictions. So we were able to we weren't supposed to be open, but we were. I feel like that's how it was out here though too. I've heard
everywhere
stories.
Like that.
When did you graduate?
So I took a couple breaks in college. So I started college in 2016 and I actually finished while sleeping on my friend's couch out here. Like I didn't even walk because I had like 3 weeks left and I kind of moved here on a whim actually. I already kind of knew that I wanted to move out here, but my timeline was going to be a little bit.
Had you been out here before?
Yeah, so one of my best friends from Bakersfield went to college out here. So I would come visit her when she was in college like once a year. And every time I would come, she would try to convince me to move out here. And I was still in school and I had a boyfriend at the time that was back there. So I just like wasn't fully ready to come out here. And then by the time that I actually came out here for Halloween in 2021. And that trip just kind of like solidified it for me. I was like, I want to move and I want to move now. Yeah. So I went home after that trip and I packed up my apartment. I was like, I'm going to go, and I like booked another trip to come out here that November. And I was like, I'm just going to apply to a bunch of clubs. I'm going to do a bunch of interviews. If I get hired anywhere, I'm just going to move. Yeah. So I came out here for 2 weeks, like stayed at her place, did a bunch of interviews, got hired at every club I interviewed at. Nice. And then like ended up picking HiFi. Went back home, packed up my apartment, came back out here. Didn't have an apartment, didn't have anything. I was like living at her house.
Damn,
for
so
the
this is
first,
like a fast thing.
Yeah, it was literally in a span from that October to I moved here in December. So it was a 2-month span of time.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I literally like went home. I was like, I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to get out of here. And if I don't do it now, I'm probably not ever going to leave. So I literally just packed up my shit, came out here, was staying on her couch. I finished my last classes. I didn't even walk because I was here. Started working, and then I went home like right before Christmas. And then when I came back was when I had my apartment, got all my furniture and everything shipped to me, and then
What was your family's take on coming out here?
I'm my mom's only child, so like she didn't want me to go away for college. Like she didn't want me to leave because I'm her baby. Like, and I'm so close to her, so like. I always look back at it. I always wanted to leave for college, but looking back at it, I don't think I would have been ready. I'm glad that I left when I did, because I was finally like at a place where I was like okay to leave my family. Because my entire family's back there. But my mom, I think at that point, I was already living on my own. Like I had my own apartment in Bakersfield, and that was like already a lot for her. But I think by the time I decided it, because it was so like, I'm doing this now and I don't like, this is what I'm doing, I kind of just told her like, I can't stay here for you. Like I have to do this for myself. And
were they cool with it? They're just
at that point, she was just like accepting of it. Like it was hard for her, obviously, but at that point it was just like, I know this is what you want to do. Like no one's gonna stop you. Like I was 23 at this point. It's not like there was. I mean, I was paying for all my own shit. There was nothing really holding me back there. So there was nothing.
Has she come to visit you?
She hasn't. I want her to so bad.
Oh, it's so hard to get parents to go visit you.
Yeah, I've been begging her to come visit me, but she doesn't like to fly. She also doesn't like to drive through LA, and like that drive, like you pretty much have to drive through LA to get here. So yeah, I'm trying. The flight is literally like 45 minutes. I'm like trying to convince her to just suck it up, but.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my parents here. Well, so anyways, I got here like in 2017. They came once in this entire time frame, whatever. Yeah. And it's literally like a 45-minute flight. And I was like, come on. Yeah.
Even my nonnie's 80 something and is telling my mom, I'll drive. Really? My mom's like, you're 80 something. I'm not going to make you drive. I'm like, well, she's offering. She's like, we'll stop in
You just got to convince her and then
we'll go gamble. Like she's literally trying to make it like so convincing, and my mom still just is not.
Would you take your mom out to Old Town?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've been like to Vegas with my mom. Like I've partied in Vegas with my mom. Like I know she would have so much fun out here.
I took my mom to Old Town. I actually took her to HiFi one time.
I know. I want to bring her out so bad. I know she would have so much fun.
Have your parents been out here, Mio?
Shit. Should we talk about this? Yeah, they came to Tucson graduation. That was fucked up. So might as well just air this one out. They already know about it. Sorry, Mom.
So what happened?
So graduation was probably like the most fun I have ever had in my life. In a long
from college or what?
From college, yeah. But at the time, right? I definitely fucking pushed it. But like, mind you, I was really studious. Like I graduated with a double major. I had a minor in Spanish. Like I graduated from the business school. I also never told my parents that I was studying business.
Yeah.
And finance and marketing. So
What did they think you were studying?
they thought I was going to be a lawyer.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got
Did they like not want you to do anything else, or okay?
It was lawyer or a doctor. And here's the fucked up part.
You had him bamboozled.
Is I got accepted into LMU, which is Loyola Marymount University. It's a really prestigious law school out in LA. And I got accepted into that out of high school. So I denied it to go to U of A. And when I told my Persian Jewish mother this, she was like, what the fuck? like, what do you mean you want to go to Arizona? What the fuck is Arizona? LMU is like this beautiful, beautiful school on the water. Like it's just gorgeous. And I was like, I want to go to Arizona. And I had a scholarship to Arizona because of my academics. I was top of my class in high school. And I just said, I'm going to take the scholarship and I'm going to Arizona. And my dad was like, how much is it? And I go, well, I have a scholarship. And he goes, let him go. Just let him go. Just let him go.
Was that why you wanted to come here, or did you just
I fucking love Arizona.
Did you like come visit and you?
Yeah, I visited Tucson and I was on campus and I shit you not.
Yeah.
I got this feeling of like.
People say that when you step on campus, it's
dude.
like this is where I'm supposed to be.
It's my home. This feels like home. This feels right. Everybody was super nice, and I wanted to restart. You know, I really didn't feel like I was gonna grow in LA because I love my family to death. But like, you know, when your family does everything for you, you don't know how to navigate life on your own anymore.
Yeah.
So I came here and I figured it out, which was awesome. And then after 4 years, graduated on time, double majored, minored, whatever. At graduation day, my whole family came out here, and let's just say it was like a 5-day bender, okay? And like my house was the party house, like for the entire school, like everybody that would go out and like, all the social chairs, like fraternity kids, sorority girls, they all knew that my house is like the pregame house, the postgame house, like the party house, everything. So we would be fucked up at my house like from morning to night. Like no one was really sleeping. Like we were all just drinking and getting hammered every day and like doing all kinds of crazy shit. And
I don't know how you're alive sometimes.
Dude, I know. I really don't. Dude, it was like day 3 or day 4, and there's 2 different graduations. There's the graduation, the main one from like the actual school, from like U of A, and then there's the professional graduation from the professional school. I hadn't slept for 2 days before the main one, and I was like just fucked up. And I show up and my mom and dad, you could just see the look in their eyes. And I was just like, I was oblivious to all of it. And like, I had glasses on the whole time.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Like, cause
Which made it worse.
When I drink, you can tell when I drink. Like
every time I've seen
like
you,
the
and
dark circles.
I can take one.
Everybody knows.
I can take one look at Yossi. I'm like, oh, he's
Yeah.
hammered.
He's done.
100%.
He's done for. Like, and it's so obvious. It's just a dead giveaway. So I had glasses on the whole fucking time. Oh, there goes mom. Wow, nice. That's really funny. Yeah, she literally felt it. Hey, Mom, I'm talking about you on the podcast right now. Do you have anything to say?
No, thank you. I miss you so much.
I miss you too. I'm telling them the story about graduation day, how you wanted to kill me.
Oh, I don't remember.
I love you. I love you, Jaden. I'm coming to the party. I love you guys. I'll call you later. The flight is 1 hour. I love you. Bye. My nephew called me earlier today and he was like, you have to come to the party later. And I go, what party? He goes, I'm inviting you to my party that I'm having at Diana's house, which is my mom.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway. So
you're not going? What the hell?
He's like, but the flight is 1 hour. You have no excuse. He's fucking 5, by the way.
Oh my God.
But that's
Brilliant
great, though.
kid, yeah, brilliant kid. So graduation rolls around. They're obviously like things are just getting really hectic with them internally. Like they're not expressing to me that they're pissed, but like they're pissed. And I don't know it. I'm just telling you after the fact. I don't know anything. I'm oblivious to all of it. So the professional graduation rolls up, and it's at 8 a.m. on like a Friday, and on a Saturday. So
Oh,
8 a.m. on a
jeez.
Saturday. And Friday night, I DJ'd at this club called No Anchovies. And, you know, that carried on. We ended up partying. And then I obviously didn't fucking sleep because there was 150 people at my house. I'm talking even the owners of, like, the venues out there would be at my house. Like, everybody was at my house. And my roommate had work in the morning, so he would walk out and he'd be like, there's still fucking 75 people here at 6 a.m., 7 in the morning. And I didn't sleep. And for my actual professional graduation from the business school, dude, I wore all black and like just had it buttoned down to here. like just straight open, just an all black suit.
Austin Powers.
Yeah,
hair
like,
sticking out.
yeah, dude, it was not professional at all. It was like not okay. And then the funniest part is I fucking left my sash, and I needed to have the sash in my mom's car. Oh. So I called her telling her that, okay? And like as I was going to the bar to pregame at 7 in the morning before the professional graduation, she starts cussing me out on the phone. I can't get it to you right now. And I'm like, they're not going to let me walk without it. And she's like, I can't do it. And she starts losing her mind. She gets fucking pissed. I just hang up the phone. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to deal with this. So I get shit housed at this bar called Dirtbags. And then fitting.
Oh my God.
So I get shit house at this bar. Then we go to the professional graduation. I still didn't have my sash, and they were literally saying over like the mic, hey, if you don't have your sash, you cannot walk. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking my mom is literally going to fucking kill me. If I don't walk this stage, like my family is going to...
Well, you don't need to.
No, but still.
I
like,
get it.
They need the pictures.
But that's a little different.
My family of 7 with a fucking kid too, like they
They're all
traveled all
waiting
the
to
way
cheer
here.
you on.
Like that was me being an idiot. I'll take that. I'll own that. Now, nobody knows this, and I'm so sorry. This has to come out now. I'm walking down the hallway, like we're all walking, taking our turns to like, you know, go get seated, and there's a fucking sash on the floor.
Oh,
One
shit.
sash on the floor. I grab it and I put it on.
The universe looking out.
I grab it and I put it on. Less than 30 seconds later, this kid that I was in a group with in a business class comes running, crying, saying, "Where's my sash? Where's my sash?" And I'm like,
Yossi.
This guy ruined it.
tossed my hands up, dude, and I just walked on up, bro. Just
Yossi.
just kept walking.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious, dude.
Walked the stage.
That is.
And mind you, this kid like helped me with my homework.
Oh my God.
papers,
So
like,
did he get to walk or he didn't get
I
to walk?
don't know. I didn't even pay attention. I was so
Oh
fucked up.
my God.
I was so trash. We were literally ripping shooters during the whole
Till this day, this
ceremony.
guy is probably like, who ruined my
Oh my
day?
That's fucking hilarious.
So, no,
Yeah,
like,
Dirtbags is even more fitting now that I know the rest of the
it was
story.
a piece of shit. So,
Oh my God.
So now this is where it
Yossi.
gets really
Maybe
fun.
this is why I won't go on a date with you.
It's all coming out now, okay? Damn. And now I'm like sprawled out over here. I'm exposed.
You find out this is what she likes.
I'm like, actually, you're a lot more attractive.
Dirtbag? Sign me up.
Hell yeah.
Sign me up.
But yeah, no, so that was pretty bad. I want to get a little more explicit here, but honestly, I don't know if it's appropriate. Actually, you know, fuck it. Day 4 of not drinking alcohol. Day 4 of not sleeping and drinking consistently. I'll tell you what happens. You start to lose your fucking mind, right?
I would imagine.
We had lunch. We had lunch, and after we had lunch, my whole family, there was a grocery store nearby. They went to the grocery store to like get some stuff.
How do you even remember all of this?
Because I don't remember it. My sister told me. Yeah. And my parents never saw this, but my sister-in-law was like, I guess she caught me, and I was standing outside of the store, and I was just talking to a tree. She was like, you were having a full-blown conversation with this tree.
Oh my God.
And I was like, Yossi, and like you weren't like just not computing, like not there.
I wonder what the tree was saying.
I wonder what I was saying too. I still don't know. She was like, I don't know. You were just fucking talking to this tree. And
oh my God.
And yeah, so we don't do that anymore. That was 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Fuck, 8 years ago. So yeah, we had our fun. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But no, that was quite an experience for sure. But that was, so my parents obviously saw that side of Yossi and terrified.
I'm sure.
Like terrified, did not want me to move here, did not want me to stay here. But like, again, that was me in my most vulnerable state. Like, it's not like I was, you can't double major, graduate on time, have a minor, have excellent grades, and be at the pin, like, and do well in careers. Like, I had fucking 2 jobs when I was working in Tucson. You can't live and be like a piece of shit. You can't.
No.
It's like saying a heroin addict is a millionaire. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Like, it's not possible. Like, you don't. Yeah. So I was truly just enjoying myself for that short period of time. Unfortunately, Mom, I'm so sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry you had to see that little period of time. But I swear to you, the 4 years that I was there, that was, you know, one time. But yeah.
At least she forgot it.
Yeah, she doesn't remember clearly. So. Reminder.
She's like, this happens every weekend.
She has an Instagram, and I was telling her I was doing this, and she's like, okay, I've never seen anything that you've done. I go, okay, cool. Let's just keep it that way.
Maybe don't watch it. I know. I already said the episode that's coming out today, I need to block my mom from my stories because I cannot have her hearing the story that I told. I'm like, I tell my mom a lot, but not in this much detail of the story.
Same.
Yeah.
So what was the story about, huh?
I really want to know now.
Okay, I'll just retell it since it's already going to come out today anyway.
Perfect.
So I was celibate for 3 months at the beginning of this year. Yeah. Keyword was. Well, I'm back now, but it's only been.
I'm back.
It's only been like 3 weeks now, but yeah. So I was celibate. I like fully went into this year. Was like, I really just want to like, I don't want anything to do with anybody. Really, I just want to like. I've never just been like by myself. Not that I've like always been in relationships, but there's just always been something. Yeah. And I wanted to just fully like delve into myself and just like, I have 2 jobs. Like, I just don't even have the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to be celibate this year.
Okay,
I don't know how long I was really planning on that lasting. Yeah, okay. I don't know until the whole point of going celibate was that I don't want to just be hooking up with people that haven't proved that they deserve to have that access to me. Like that was the whole point of it. It wasn't like a certain timeline. Makes sense. Was just until I meet somebody who actually proves that they deserve to have that kind of access to me.
So what triggered this? Was there like a particular event?
Well,
what triggered this?
Shut up. No, I was dating somebody for like a brief amount of time, and that was like my final straw. Yeah. No, I mean, it actually ended on good terms, but I think that was just like why I kind of was just like, I thought that relationship was like, I was fully like all in for that. Yeah. And it lasted way shorter than I was anticipating. So I just was like, I don't have the desire to like go back to just casually hooking up with people. And not that like I don't regret anything I've done. Like, I had my fun when I was just casually hooking up with people, but I'm to the point where I've gone through way too much emotional turmoil because of that. I like, those people just didn't deserve to have that kind of access to me. So that was like kind of why I decided that was what I was going to do. But yeah, so I lasted 3 months, and then I had been wanting to hook up with this person for a while, and it was kind of just like something I need, like an itch I needed to scratch for real. Like I just like needed to get it out of my system, and so I did, and the experience was garbage, to say the least. Yeah, it was just basically the entire experience just reminded me exactly why I went celibate in the first place. For, like, I've never felt so like less valued in my whole life than that experience. Like hooking up with somebody. And so it was just like the perfect reminder that I needed of why I went celibate in the first place.
Right, I'm over these fuck boys.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like, I wasn't expecting anything out of it really. Like, it's not like I was like expecting us to be anything. It was just like the whole experience from start to finish was just like disrespect.
Yeah. So
did you guys go on a date?
No. It was 4 a.m. I Ubered.
That says a lot.
I Ubered myself over there. And not only did I Uber myself over there, he asked me to stop at a gas station and get him a Dr. Pepper, which I did.
Oh my God.
Paid my Uber extra to stop at a gas station to get him not 1, but 2 Dr. Peppers. Two different kinds of Dr. Peppers.
This is very nice of you. Oh my God.
Sober?
No, I was hammered.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I couldn't even get a fucking date from this girl.
I know.
She stopped
getting double Dr. Peppers.
Dr. Pepper. First of all,
that's not even the worst part. That's not even the worst part. No, oh my God, I love Dr. Pepper. Continue. Anyway, yeah, so did that. Went over there. It was just so, like, we didn't really, not that I was expecting us to have, like, deep conversations or anything, but, like, we just didn't really, like, talk. And it was just weird. It was just, like, awkward. And, like, he didn't, like, I was there for, like, 2 hours before he finally, like, made a move. And then
So you're like,
whatever,
come on,
like it happens. And
6 a.m. at this point.
He finishes on my stomach and then gets up and he goes, do you need anything? And I'm like, are you gonna fucking clean it up? And he's like,
Oh my god.
I'll get you a tissue and you can clean it up. And I was like, excuse me?
This is the most awkward thing ever.
Wait,
I've never, and he didn't kiss me, which I've never hooked up with somebody who didn't kiss me. That was like the one, like, I've never felt literally less just like respected and like it was so awful.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
And then yeah, he like didn't want to clean up his own fucking nut, like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And he comes and just like drops a wipe on me and like he helped me clean it up, but I'm like, immediately as a man, if you're gonna fucking nut on a girl, get the fuck up, go get a towel and clean up your own goddamn DNA.
David, was
like,
this you?
bro, Jesus.
so
fucking
yeah, that
Christ.
happened, and then. I'm an idiot. I was immediately gonna start. I was gonna call my Uber.
I can feel the disrespect.
No,
I can feel the
It was
disrespect.
literally from start to finish. Literally, was fucking disrespect, and it was just awful. And the exact reminder that I needed of why I went celibate, because I just don't want to be having experiences like that. But no, to make matters worse, which this is my own fault, but I was gonna call my Uber right away after it was done. I was like, I've never felt less respected in my entire life. Like, I want to go home.
How
I'm like,
long did it last though?
I don't know. It wasn't like short, but it wasn't like long either. I don't know. It was like a decent amount of time.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I would say. But
anyway, continue.
yeah, so I'm like, then he goes,
Valid.
are you going to stay? But like, didn't say it like he wanted me to leave. It
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just was like
He's like, "You're
actually
staying?"
asking like, are you going to stay? And it was like 7 a.m. at this point.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm going home. And then he was like, damn, it's like that. And I'm like, the way that he said it was like, he was like appalled that I was going to leave.
After all this disrespect.
And then I was like, no, literally. And I'm like, well, did you want me to stay? And he's like, well, like you can, like blah, 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 like kind of try to like backtrack. And so I was like, at that point, it was like 7 a.m. I was exhausted. I really didn't feel like getting an Uber anyway. I was already there. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll stay. Ended up staying. I woke up the next morning. I immediately texted my friend, get me the fuck up out of here. Come get me right the fuck now. And then I left. And
walk
I
shame,
never,
and then after that, you're like,
never do that
fuck
again.
this.
So,
Did you ever talk to him again?
we've spoken, but like I've kind of made jokes to him, like said it jokingly, but was actually dead fucking serious that like it's never gonna happen again.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Was he sober?
Yeah. I think he was high, but like wasn't drinking.
God, all right, this is fucking karma.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure. Yeah, that
So
was
it is,
karma
the
for a
world
lot of
paying back.
things.
The
Like,
world paying back.
This is
Yeah.
karma because you passed up on a date with such a good, handsome Jewish man.
you would never nut on my
you know,
stomach
there
and
was-
not clean it up.
I would nut inside you.
Oh my god.
Inseminate you.
Okay.
That's why she's not
That's
dating.
it. Yeah, this is exactly why.
It's even more
So-
disrespect, mijo.
No, it's not.
This is why I'm celibate. So yeah, I'm back on my celibacy journey, and this time we're gonna last longer than 3 months, and I'm not gonna let a fucking loser have sex with me ever again. So yeah.
Makes sense.
Stay tuned for the next
After
episode.
that. 2 weeks from now, we're like, it happened again!
I'm like, well, unfortunately, I hate to have to report. Yeah.
I just do the same exact thing that guy did. Just reenact the same thing. Do like
Exact
a fever
same
dream.
thing.
But to be honest, actually, now going back to your history, I feel like this has happened to the girls that you hung out with many times.
In what sense?
I don't know. No, maybe you're not that disrespectful. I don't know.
No, dude. No,
Yossi tries to date every single one of them, I think.
That's a little fucked up. But yeah, I totally.
Yeah,
I'm
he at least dates
I'm
him for a
lover boy
week or
for
something.
sure.
Yeah, I'm a lover girl, and so that's why also another reason I don't want to have casual sex because
Which is another problem though, because it sucks when you like, and I hate to say this, but like you can love a lot of people. You could
Yeah.
have love. You could have love for a lot of people,
100%.
and and I feel like girls will mistake that, or guys will also mistake that as like a disloyalty thing, or
Yeah.
like a
I don't think so. I don't
I
think
just
that at all.
I
think if
feel-
you're honest about it, then it's like, whatever,
There's also there's an intimacy aspect, right? Like when you're having sex with someone,
100%.
it's a very intimate moment. It's something that you're sharing, and if you don't feel that, right,
Yeah,
then you're
that's
desensitized
exactly
to
why
it.
that experience with that person was so awful, because the part of like sex to me that is appealing is the intimacy, and there was that's what, like, I've never, ever had
You
sex
didn't
with somebody
make out
that
with the
didn't
guy.
kiss me. And I wasn't going to, like, go out of my way to, like, force him to kiss me. So I'm like,
super awkward. Yeah.
it was. And I just was like, I kept thinking, like, is he going to, like, it was just so awkward and uncomfortable. Just
was he moaning?
No, I don't. It was the whole thing. Was just so awkward. It was just so awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of sounds was he making?
Like, okay, I don't want to think about it anymore.
No, make it. Tell us.
Just give us a
Was
sound.
it more like a deep one? Like,
Was it like-
No,
Or was it like a-
there wasn't really.
Was it like a,
Okay.
what was it?
I'm not. I don't want to relive this experience anymore.
No, but there's some crazy ass people out there. Well, some people, like, I think that are sluts. Obviously, like, they disengage from the emotional part aspect in some way. You know,
It's desensitizing.
but then
I
there's
just don't see it. Like, I could not do that.
but then there's
like,
those opposite people that are like super freaks that want like even crazier shit, that they're like whipping people or like getting pegged in the ass or some crazy shit. You're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That you're like, put that stick down.
It's borderline abuse, dude.
Yeah.
It's
So
not,
I don't know. I've seen it all.
Have you?
It's some crazy shit,
See
dude.
your browser history, dude.
Browser history. No, there's some weird shit that people do, man. I'm just saying. Like, nothing surprises me anymore. People.
Nope.
So are you more of a good girl or a bad girl based on your hat? Well, right now you're being a good girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. See, no, I've been bad. That's been the problem, and I'm trying to transition to be a good girl. So.
But you got the red boots on.
Yeah.
Tonight's devil night.
Don't
No,
let this
I'm
fool
actually-
you guys. She's celibate.
I am.
So born again virgin.
No, but that's another thing too about being celibate is that, like, I want to be the girl that people look at and they're like, I want her so bad, but I know that no one can have her.
Yeah.
And that, like, I want to be the girl that's like untouchable. Like,
Yeah.
I want people to look at me and be like, no one has any access to her.
Yeah. There's only been like a few girls like that I've like in Old Town. They're like, oh, that one girl, you know.
Yeah.
No one's ever been with her. Like no one's ever like no one knows anybody that's been with her or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't redeem myself in Old Town probably, but maybe someday I'll get to a point where people are like, wow, she hasn't been with anybody in a while. Like,
It could be worse. It could be like Yossi. It's a rite of passage. It's like an admission ticket to Old Town.
oh, God. Yeah, I was 2 weeks in.
I know. Everyone's has like a Yossi story or a David story. That's what it is. One of the two. Is he still here?
Yeah, he's hiding in the corner, dude.
Oh shit. Yeah, we've been trying to get him on the podcast, but he gives an excuse every single time. He's like, "Oh, actually,
I mean, I can see why. You just exposed the shit out of me. So, like, I can't imagine what
we'll
we
edit some stuff out. Don't worry.
No, it's okay.
You'll be fine.
Just keep it in here, dude.
I just exposed myself, so.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice to let it out sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah. I know. I was telling Eric I was like scared about that episode coming out, and he was like, well, I feel like you shouldn't be, because I was like, I feel like I just overshared. And he was like, no, I think it's actually like cool that you were able to say that, because most people wouldn't be like
most people aren't able to tell, like,
brave
a story
enough
like that.
to like
Like,
to
who
say
cares?
that.
This shit
Or,
happens, like, whatever, you
people
know?
have sex.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a normal
it
thing.
is what it is.
Yeah.
People nut on people. Hopefully they fucking clean up their own shit. Like, it happens all the time.
So do you think it's more disrespectful for someone to like just come on your like where would it be the most disrespectful?
On the face?
Yeah,
You think on the face?
100%.
the
If somebody
face.
nutted
In
on
the
my
eye?
face without like,
Well, especially with
I
the-
don't
with
think
the-
I would ever like
with the
be okay
makeup
with
and everything
that.
that girls do
Dude,
nowadays.
on the face is
I
fucked
would
up.
be
It's
so
hilarious,
livid.
though. It's so
Have
funny.
you ever seen
In the hair?
Have you ever
It's
watched
so fucking
Insecure?
funny.
That show Insecure. It's like an episode where the guy, she like gives him head and like she's like hasn't really given him head or whatever, and she does, and he nuts on her face, and she's like that. She like storms out. It's like, that is so fucking disrespectful. Like, I did this because I was trying to prove to you that I actually like you, and then you nut on my face. Like,
Maybe that was his
Yeah,
way of
that-
showing love. He's like,
Yeah,
I love
that's
you so
why I
much.
love it. Here's some lotion. Here's some face lotion.
Have you
It's
nutted
good
on
for your-
someone's face, Yossi?
I digress.
He's like, yeah.
I mean, I think it's a little fucked up, but like if she wants it, she wants it, dude. I won't like go there. It's not my instant thought.
Yeah, it's not like a first
no.
date kind of thing. I don't think.
No,
yeah.
no,
I would
no.
hope not.
Hit the chin a few times though on accident, but that's an
If it's
accident.
an accident, then yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, dude, think you're like really
Right.
going at it. You pull out and then
From down
You're
below?
lucky. Yeah, dude.
God damn, how much power do you have?
Fucking crazy, dude. I was even surprised. I was like, this is new.
Hits you in the eye.
Like, didn't know this was possible. How can I use this superpower?
Damn, mijo.
Oh, man.
That's
I'm
what he's
sweating.
I know it is kind of hot in here. But, yeah, so one thing I've always wondered in terms of like the different bottle girls, like once you go from like a Hefe to HiFi, since you've been like that, do you still get along with the people from Hefe and everything?
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
the girls, all that?
Hefe was like, I mean, that was my home for 2 years. And like, Hefe is a small venue. So everyone, at least like all the bottle girls are really close. Like,
Yeah.
I was friends with all of them. And so I'll go there, and I was really close with my managers there. Like, it was hard leaving. And that's why I stayed for so long, is because I just loved everybody that I worked with so much.
Yeah.
That it just like felt like home there. And so it was bittersweet to leave for sure. But I just like, I had to for my own sake. But yeah, I definitely like, I'm on good terms with everybody. I still go there when I go out and say hi to all of them. So
Yeah.
Were they understanding?
Yeah, 100%. When I told my manager I was leaving, I cried because I was just like, I was dreading telling him. And he was like, I get it. Like, I get why you're leaving. He was like, obviously, like, we'll miss you, but like, I get it. Like, there's no hard feelings. And obviously, like, I did not leave on bad terms at all. I wanted to make sure I left there, like, very, like, still close with everybody and on good terms, because that was the last thing I wanted, was to leave on bad terms.
Yeah, no one does that in this town.
Yeah, well, and it wasn't like it wasn't anything. It was just like, for me, I needed a change. Like, there was just, I needed to do it for myself. It was not anything to do with anybody there. It was just, I had to do it for myself.
Are you 86th from anywhere?
No.
Are you 86th
Not
from
there yet?
anywhere?
No.
I'm not.
No,
But
I don't
like,
do
there's like
anything
an,
bad
there's
enough.
There's
I
like
don't
an
think.
unspoken 86 list too.
Well,
Like, where you just shouldn't go.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily 86, but you just don't. You're not welcome in there.
Josh Regan was 86 for a while.
From where?
From all the...
Oh God, I don't have
EG
drama
bars.
with anybody enough, or not anybody.
We won't talk
like,
about it.
High enough status. I don't have drama with anyone that's like high enough status to 86 me.
Yeah.
I don't have drama really at all. I don't.
Oh,
You have to really mess up to like
you're
be
really-
86 from somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
in no time, I think.
Or
I
you
know.
just be Yossi. It's
Have you been 86?
yeah.
From where?
Yeah. I got
Are you
86.
currently 86
No,
from anywhere?
no.
Well, that's good.
But the unspoken 86 is real for sure. Like, where you just don't feel welcome. Yeah, like I can't, and that's literally stems from the fact that like I'll show up to a bar and like, of course, it's my ex-girlfriend standing next to my other ex-girlfriend and my other
that'll do it.
ex-girlfriend, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't. be
Yeah.
here.
Well, at this point, like,
Don't
They
go there.
all
Don't
work
say
together.
it. Don't. So. No, I was.
There's been times I walked in the club. I'm like, oh, like, hey, and like 5 of these girls are Yossi's exes or something.
I like to love, dude.
I know.
like
They
to
all still love you too. They all,
I hope.
but they're all like short. They're not really. I don't know if you could really call them relationships.
No, they're like short-term things, situationships, I would say.
Yeah.
But I try not to.
Yossi's trying to find the one.
Yeah. Fuck.
Aren't we all? No, I feel like that's been. There was like a running joke at Hefe that I was just trying to find love in the club. Like,
LOL.
yeah.
So when you
That's
date, do you date
motto.
people in the industry? Do you date people outside? Or what?
Fortunately, I have only dated people in the industry since. Well, actually, no. My most recent boyfriend that I had was not. He didn't work in the industry. I met him. He was out at Hefe, and I met him when I was working, but he didn't work in the industry. And that was the only person that I dated that didn't.
Yeah.
And even that didn't work out.
Well, I
so-
guess you're like around these people so much. It's like a common thing to just happen. You know?
I saw
Yeah.
this thing that like online that was saying like it's like a crime of convenience. They're around you all the time. They're
convenience.
there all the
That's true.
time.
Yep.
Like they're more attractive because you're forced to be around them all
And
the
plus,
time.
it's also
like,
hard to date people outside of the industry because you're like you're always working on like the times that
right.
people want to
And
go
they
out.
either
like a normal person.
understand it or they don't. And then even if they don't work in the industry, but they're out there.
Yeah.
So that makes it hard. And like the guy I was with, he wasn't like out there all the time. And actually the day that I met him was like his first time out there in a while. So I don't know. But even that still didn't work. So
Yeah.
Was it nice?
yeah. We didn't end on bad terms at all. Actually, I just talked to him like 2 days ago. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know.
What made it end? You just weren't feeling it?
No, I would still be with him if it were up to me. Like I was all in for that for sure. Because I hadn't actually like dated anybody since I had moved here. They were all just like situated, and we were like, he had asked me to be his girlfriend, so we were like officially dating, and he just has a lot that he needs to figure out, and he recognized that, but it was just like shitty that he didn't recognize it until we were already dating. And I was like, you could have realized this before you asked me, like before you even like involved me. It was shitty for me because it was like I was all in, and like he just
some
is
people
still
are just
trying
off
to figure
on
shit
different
out.
timing,
like,
you know. And
yeah,
stuff, so.
and so it was kind of just that. It was an emotional maturity thing too on his end that he just has shit he needs to figure out. And so we kind of like that was he just like couldn't give me what I deserve and what I need. So
yeah, I've been there. Both sides actually. So whatever, you know. But
Timing really does fuck things up.
100%. I feel like every situation that I've had has just like it's felt like the timing is just awful. Like it feels like right person, wrong timing, and maybe in hindsight it's not necessarily right person, but wrong timing for sure.
But sometimes that's a good thing, you know. Like better things come out of it. Like whether it be in terms of your job or relationships, or whatever it happens to be. So yeah, some of the times that I was like in my worst, oh my god, like things just got so much better since then. I'm like, thank God that happened. You know, at the time I was.
Oh man, I know. I've been going through the worst. We're going through the worst, and we came back on top today, baby.
Yeah, Yossi hasn't been drinking for how many days? What are you saying?
14.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Thanks for blowing it today.
Yeah, so he has a margarita.
Oh wait.
Today's the day, he said.
Today's the day.
Well, he was just resetting. He said he wasn't trying to like.
No, I wasn't trying to go for like a sober period. I mean, I would do that every year. Like I would do like 30 days. Last year I did 90 days, and I really do enjoy it. But there's like a big difference between moderation and overkill, right?
Right, for
oh
sure.
My goodness, hello.
Oh, you want to play?
So I think a lot of my problem is just like I would push it, right?
Yeah.
And
overdo it for sure.
And by push it I mean like you don't realize in Old Town especially how much we drink, dude. It's not like anywhere else in the world. I went to LA and me and JD were at Poppy and we ordered a bottle of tequila and they had a shot tray, right? So I make the shots, I pour out the shots into the shot tray, hand out the shots to everybody at the table. Nobody else is from Arizona. It was just me and JD hanging out with like a bunch of random people. Now, hand out the shots, we all take the shots, and then I start making more shots because that's what we do. We make more shots and we pour them back out into the shot tray. And everybody looks at me like I'm fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. They're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, what? Like, chill. Like, why don't you just chill?
I've seen that too. People are like, what the hell?
I'm like, what? They're like, just relax. But I'm like, I'm here to get fucked up, dude.
Right.
I'm not here to take a shot and
I
sit
don't
on my
just
phone,
drink
dude.
to just
like,
have a drink or two. It's like I'm either gonna drink
yeah,
or I'm gonna not drink at all.
I'm not
like
drinking at all. So
I just don't understand why the in between though.
So what kind of drunk are you? Are you like full force crazy? Like
I'm a fun drunk.
Wild,
I feel like though too, even like if I'm blacked out, most of the time you can't really tell.
Really?
Like I'm not a sloppy drunk kind of girl where like I'm falling over. Like maybe that night Christmas that was probably the only time.
I don't think you were falling. You weren't falling.
I don't think I was, but like most people will be like, they'll meet me and I won't even remember meeting them, and they're like, I didn't even know you were blacked out. Like, and I will be, but
That's
like
good
I
then.
can
At least
handle
you're coherent.
myself for sure. Yeah,
Good.
I'm like. I'm not a sloppy drunk. I'm not a fighting drunk. Like I'm just a fun. Like I steal things when I'm drunk. Apparently that's my thing now.
What's the coolest thing that you've ended up with at the end of the night? You're like, holy shit, I guess.
So Eric's gonna kill me for saying this. He didn't want because I was gonna talk about it on his podcast.
There's a podcast microphone.
No. So he had a show in. I want to say it was Mic Drop. Maybe I shouldn't say the venue. Anyway, he had a show. Yeah. So and so I went to the bathroom and they had these hands like sticking out of the wall as decoration, which is strangest fucking decoration I've ever seen for one. And they're all like making different hand. I don't know. It was weird. And so as a joke, I like jump up to like shake the hand of one of them. It comes out of the wall. Since I ended up with it, I was like, I guess I have to take it now. So I took it. I had like a big jacket on. So I literally carried it. I carried it around Old Town.
How big was it?
I'll show you. And it's in, you know where it ended up? My pantry.
Oh my god.
It ended up in my pantry at the end of the night. And it's still in my pantry.
gotta
I
bring it
think
out
I got,
someday.
no, because when you see this thing, you're going to be like, that's creepy as fuck. And I think when I got home, it was sitting on my coffee table. And I think I just looked at it and I was like, I didn't realize how scary that is. And I was like, I need to hide this so I don't look at it. Have you seen that movie Talk to Me? That's literally what it, I shit you not, that is what it looks like.
That's pretty funny.
I've got to find it now. It's so fucking funny. That's definitely like the most random thing aside from maybe the Conor McGregor head. I stole a rubber duck from 50 Shades one time.
Oh,
I stole
yeah.
a spider from 50 Shades. I stole an ornament
Well, they have a lot of stuff like
Yeah.
all
from the
around.
Beverly during Christmas.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
How about you, Yossi? You ended up with anything?
Um,
Like, what is this?
no, I usually lose all my shit.
I know.
I usually lose everything.
Most
I
of
don't
the
have-
time, even when I
Sunglasses, wallet.
steal something, I'll end up losing it. Like most things I don't end up with at home, except for the hand,
Yeah, you
for
can't-
whatever reason.
Can't take anything valuable.
That was my most prized possession, I think,
That you
though.
want.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's horrifying.
but
Oh,
that's
damn.
not-
Horrifying.
That's
bigger
kinda
than I
cool,
thought.
though.
I literally, no, it was a full on hand. Like this was,
It's like it's holding
we had it
balls.
holding a shot. I was literally just like going, oh, this was when I took it out of the wall.
Oh my god. That's really funny, actually.
And then I was walking around all night, like, talk to me. I'm like, oh god, why do I do these things?
That's a
That's
good
so
prop,
fucking
though,
funny,
actually.
Yeah, no, it was. I just thought it was fucking funny. Like
Yeah.
that's why I do it. It's just because
That is pretty funny, though.
people are gonna look at me like, what the fuck is she doing? And
I can
just
see
think
with
it's
this,
funny.
the Conor
like,
McGregor thing, like, it's
Yeah.
really
yeah,
random.
like it's funny
actually-
as fuck because people go out to the club and they sit there and they're
all
miserable and they
bored,
don't
yeah,
do.
yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm gonna do the most outlandish shit, and people are gonna think it's funny.
I love that.
Even when they're drunk too, like people are not as fun or fun.
No,
like they don't do anything.
it's okay to have a personality. It's okay to go out and have fun. Like that is my biggest thing. Like people are so embarrassed to just like
Have you ever hung out with David?
not a
Do you
whole
know-
lot.
David,
no.
are you still here? I don't know if he's still here. No, but this guy does the most outlandish shit all the time too. I'm just
Yeah,
like, what the
it's pretty out of pocket. I mean,
Yeah.
no, when I get drunk, I feel like I'm a lover and I also just run around. But there's also no one home.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's just no one home.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm running on
Same.
autopilot. Like I'm just going
Yeah.
I'm going wherever the wind goes. I
Same.
end up alone a lot of the time. Like I'll leave all my friends. They'll just be like, where did you go?
You just
Why did you
disappear.
leave? And I'll wake up to the text messages and they'll just be like, why did
I
you
Irish
leave?
goodbye when I'm drunk.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
my
That's the
that
best
is
way.
my
Oh, yeah.
favorite thing to do is Irish goodbye because when I decide I'm done, I want to go home and
Yeah.
that's it. And if I stay out, then my social battery dies and then I become no longer
yeah.
fun.
A piece
You
of
get
Everyone's
shit.
like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck
it's
happened
like
to you?
you're
You were
boring.
just standing on the table waving your fucking hand around." And now you're in the corner, like in the fetal position.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to go home when I need to go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
You
think
wake-
that's a standard now.
Wake up
Yeah.
next to a bag of Taco Bell or Jack in the Box.
Or it's at the door.
Yeah, it's at the door. My God, dude.
I've done that before
Can't
too.
tell you how many times I've spent fucking hundreds of dollars on like fast food and it'll just end up at the door because I'm past the fuck.
Whenever
out.
I'm working, Lacey always orders stuff. There's always a pizza. For some reason, when she's drunk, she orders a pizza. There's always a pizza at the front door. I'm like, oh shit, Lacey was drunk last night. But yeah, it's pretty random. But well, anyways, thanks for coming on, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks for having
And
me.
we appreciate having you. Thanks for telling us all the stories. And
Yeah.
we'll have to. We look forward to watching your next episode on Eric Bernell.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out Eric Bernell. Thanks for letting us borrow her.
Thanks, Mijo.
We're gonna borrow you too.
Yeah, we're gonna get you at some point. All right, later. Bye.
Bye.